Hey, great day to you. So today we are having tutorial of Sellerboard for Walmart. So Sellerboard is a tool for profit analytics and it has many other features. And today we're going to speak specifically of how it works and we're going to show you how it works for Walmart. We also have previously recorded tutorials of Sellerboard for Amazon and Shopify. So we have these videos in the description. There we just show how to use the tool for Amazon and Shopify. And also in the description, we're gonna have a link to get 2 month free trial of Sellerboard, which is better than the normal link. That's like instead of 1 month, you get 2 months. And that's an affiliate link. Means that if you ever do business with the guys at Sellerboard, I'm gonna get a little commission from that. No extra cost to you. And this way, we keep those interviews free. We keep the content free, no paywalls, and that's for you to grow as an e-commerce seller, as an Amazon seller. Alex, welcome, man. Good to have you here with us today. Previously, we recorded about Shopify with you. It was a nice tutorial, still getting good traction on the channel, man. So thank you for that. And today, Walmart. Yeah, man, good to see you.
Thank you for the invitation. Always a pleasure to be a guest on your channel. So yeah, thanks for the opportunity for about sharing the extension that we have currently to our Amazon and Shopify software toolbox. Now we also have Walmart, and we're really excited about it because with all of the latest changes happening in the e-commerce space, a lot of sellers are trying to diversify their channels where they operate. So Walmart has become lately a big thing. And this is why we introduced the Walmart dashboard. And we are currently working really hard on improving the list of features. So introducing other features like the inventory section, the PPC section in Walmart. Currently, we have the profit dashboard, which is the core of the product, the main important part.
Yeah.
And today I can show you how it works and what are the features already available to sellers. And one more important thing I would also like to mention that we recently introduced the ability to register with Sellerboard for Walmart, even if you don't have an Amazon account. So previously, we only gave that option to Amazon sellers that also had a Walmart account, but currently it's a standalone solution. So even if you're selling only a Walmart, then you can obviously register and see if it will work for you.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Let's show how it works. And nice that it's all in one place now. People just, as Walmart sellers who are not selling on Amazon and other platforms, boom, they go register. It's quite simple. There's a demo account also I would mention on the website, which is free to use. You just click on the demo account. You don't need to even give your email, I think, or maybe you do, but it used to be just, just using it. But this way or another, it's free, and then you can see what you're going to see today. Basically, you're going to see the same interface. You can even open it now if you want to follow along. But yeah, Alex, let's get on with it and show how to use it for Walmart Sellerboard.
Sure, of course. So I'll share my screen. Okay, so for those of you who are already acquainted just a little bit with Sellerboard in general, then all of the user interface will be very, will be nothing new. So you are used to it probably. But for those who are new, let me introduce you to in general how the profit dashboard looks and how it works. So think of this. You're selling on Walmart and you need to understand not only your account profitability, but also you have the ability to dive deeper into product performance, and Sellerboard provides different tools for it. So this is the very first view. This is the tiles view where you have these tiles that show the main KPI for different periods. We are currently selecting last month. And as you can see, the main KPIs are displayed on it. I can easily, change the period I want to see on this style. But if I want to get more granular and see details, I can click on more and see my sales that will be divided into a subtotal and my shipping fees. Both, then I will see my units sold, my advertising costs. By the way, we've also introduced this feature recently. Now you can see your advertising costs both on an account and product level. So if you're doing advertising on Walmart, then these numbers will be also taken into calculation. Then you'll have your shipping costs over here. If you're doing a WFS, so if Walmart fulfills your orders, then obviously we'll pull those costs and attribute them here. But if you are fulfilling orders yourself, we are also providing solution for that. So you can use the shipping cost profiles, which I will show you how they work. And you can basically account for your own shipping as well. So your calculations will include that as well. Then all of the Walmart fees will be displayed over here. your cost of goods, obviously, and your gross profit. So we actually can calculate net profit if you want to take into account your indirect or overhead expenses, like even the subscription that you will have for the software, or maybe for other services, or other types of expenses that are outside of Walmart. So there's a separate page for that. It's called indirect expenses, and I'll also give you a brief introduction to how it works. All right, so this is on an account level. But when I have one of these periods selected, underneath, I'll have a list of all my products that were sold in that period. By the way, this is a demo account, so these generic names and blurred out pictures should not create a false impression. This is just for the sake of giving you a taste of what it works like and what it looks like. So as I was saying, this is the list of the products that were sold in that period. And I have a table that shows me my main KPI on the product level. If I want to extend the list of metrics that I'm analyzing, so I want to introduce maybe units and also include my gross profit over here, I can do so. And if I'm interested in getting granular about the details for every product separately, I can click on more and see a breakdown with the same profitability calculation structure as I showed you previously on an account level. But this time it will be for every product individually. So you can really understand the reasons by every product separate performance. So that's one. And second, you can also switch to ordered items. So instead of the products, you will see the orders that came in that specific period. Side note, there are also other views available for you, so you can analyze your data under different angles. For instance, there's the chart view where you can select specific metrics that you want to analyze. And on this chart, you'll see their evolution over time. On the right, you'll have, again, a calculation and a breakdown that will show you your net profit at the end. You can decide how exactly you want to analyze your data, month by month, week by week, day by day. And if you're interested in the period, you're clicking on it, and immediately underneath, you will see how the products performed in that period. So how you ended up with the results that you have. Then moving on, there's the P&L or profit and loss section, where you have a big spreadsheet that shows you a complete breakdown of all of the profitability calculation elements. And you can compare those numbers, again, month by month or week by week or day by day, you decide. And if you select one of these periods, same principle, underneath the products will be listed out. So you can dive deeper and see what cost the changed. Because sometimes, sellers start or use the P&L as a starting point to perform a retrospective analysis. So they kind of look back how certain areas of their business evolved over time. So for instance, how their fees evolved, or maybe how their total cost of goods evolved, or maybe, if their expenses grew over time, and so on. And then they dive deeper to see how separate products contributed to that. And the last view over here is the trends view, which can show you the evolution over time of specific metric, one of these metrics in this list, on a product level. For instance, if I would be interested in how maybe my advertising costs evolved for my individual products, I can select that metric, and then I would see month by month what was the general trend on a product level and how much I spent on advertising, and if my numbers, increased, decreased. And I can go ahead, maybe sort out this table, by value, ascending or descending, or even maybe to see the change. So for instance, what was the biggest change in my advertising spend in the last month for which product? So, where was the biggest increase or decrease? So I can sort out the table. Last thing I want to mention here in the profit section probably is do use the search and filtering bar. So you can search by products, by tags. I think we also have implemented the tags in here. And you can filter out your results just to focus on specific products. That's mostly it. So this is everything you might need to analyze your profitability on Walmart, and you have it in here. But to start, when you're connecting your accounts, your Walmart account to Sellerboard, the first page you would need actually is the products page, because this is where you input your information about the products. So the basic information like cost of goods, and we have two main models how you can account for your cost of goods, either as a constant or as a variable, because over time your cost of goods might change. Currently, we have one accounting method for Walmart sellers. It's by period, meaning that you can assign different cost of goods for the same product for different periods. So you can select this accounting method, select the date of the batch, because your cost of goods will be in batches. So for instance, today I sent in 300 units and it was a specific cost of goods. It worked for a month. And after a month, I received a new batch of products with a different cost of goods. So I can set a new period, create a new batch, and decide on a different unit cost. So this is how you input variable cost of goods for the same products. Then you can also check the lifecycle status of your products here, the listing status, and assign shipping profiles. Speaking of which, there's the shipping cost page where you can assign your shipping cost profiles to your products. By default, you'll have one shipping profile, and you can define how exactly you're calculating your shipping cost, right? So there are different options. For instance, you might be ignoring your shipping costs at all, or you might account for as much as the client was charged, or select one of the three methods where you're able to replicate a pricing grid. So for instance, I would select shipping cost is based on package weight, right? Because my shipping service provider charges me for weight, depending on the weight of the package. So I would select my unit, like my metric and my currency, and then I would try to replicate that grid. So in this case, I would have two main cost types, one for domestic shipping, right? And the second one for the rest of the world. Again, if I want to get granular and set different shipping costs for different countries, I can definitely do so. So for instance, if I want to ship in Europe, right, and I have specific prices just for Germany, then I can go ahead and add it as a separate row. And, for every type of pricing or weight range, I can define a separate price. So everything under 3 kilos would be one price, then from 3 kilos to 6 kilos, another price, and from 6 to 10, another price as well. So if you need to, you can add multiple columns. So, your pricing grid will be more complex. But in general, these are the ways how you can account for your shipping costs. You can import this data separately. And also, let me get back in here. You can import your shipping costs by order. There's also a template where you're inputting information about your shipping costs and uploading it to Sellerboard. Separately, you can create individual shipping profiles. So for individual shipping profiles, you can assign them to products, like maybe not to all your products, but then select only a specific list from all your catalog and apply that shipping profile only to them. And maybe select not all your shipping methods, but for different shipping methods, you might have different shipping profiles assigned. And the same applies for, again, marketplaces. I already showed you how that works. So yeah, this approach gives you a lot of flexibility in setting up your shipping costs. So you can try and replicate, whatever you're actually charged for shipping. Aside from that, there's the pick and pack page where you can assign costs for services if you are paying for picking and packing your products when they're prepared for being shipped. And the indirect expenses page where you can create entries for your expenses outside of Walmart. So as I was saying, if you're paying monthly subscriptions for your software, or maybe one-time payments or any kind of expenses, you can include them here and they will be reflected on your profitability calculation dashboard. Over here under, I think under expenses. So it will be deducted from gross profit to show you your net. Pretty much this is it. So this is the very foundation of profitability analysis and all the tools you need for it. Again, we will be, improving the software for Walmart because we are already working on the PPC side of it. And pretty soon, I think that we'll be rolling out the dashboard. Cannot promise any timelines yet, but we are really doing our best. Yeah, this is it from my part.
Yeah, man, great tutorial. We went deep into all the parts that are currently available in the kind of Walmart profitability section of a Sellerboard, and new tools are upcoming, such as the PPC, as you mentioned. And in the description, we're gonna link 2-month free trial to try it out. So, 1 month is also nice, and the 2 months you kind of get accustomed, you see how it works, you kind of import your data, and then kind of work with it. I would also say that it's a good idea if you have any questions. Of course, comment if you have them. We'll do our best to get back to you, but also within Sellerboard on the right lower side, there is the option to talk to support. And then again, if you have any ideas or something, questions, it's also nice to speak with the support. I'm a seller myself, by the way. I didn't mention I sell on Amazon mostly, but I speak to the support myself sometimes, just if I have any questions or have any ideas for features. So yeah, and again, we're gonna have the videos also of how to use Sellerboard for Amazon and Shopify in the description, because some people are multi kind of channel sellers we have in the viewership. So yeah, and again, 2-month free trial in the description as well. So yeah, thank you for your time, man. And
Sure.
again, unless there's anything else you want to add, based on our tutorial today, or anything I should have asked you about Sellerboard for Walmart, maybe there is such a thing. Let me know, man. What do you think? Maybe.
No, I think we've covered pretty much everything. The only thing I want to say is thank you again for having me as a guest on your channel and being able, to speak to your audience. Yeah, it's worth giving it a shot, especially having 2 months of free trial on your data. You will see your it's the best way to see if it's a fit or not.
Yeah, definitely, man. And again, we've been using Sellerboard for Amazon in our case, I think since 2017, 18-ish. So, we've been customers also for like years, man. So it's nice. It's nice. It's like easy to use in my opinion, easy to understand the dashboard. We're doing our best in the tutorials to, as you did, man, you gave examples to kind of how we can use these features, how to work with them. So that's really nice. Again, and thank you, man. Appreciate you also being a guest. Nice to record with you. You go in depth, you go in details. I like that, and I think the audience likes these videos too. I can see the like and dislike ratio, by the way. I don't think videos with you have gotten dislikes. So that's good, man. Like, in my opinion, this yeah. So thanks again, man, and all the best to our viewers too. Have a good day.
Thank you, Vova. Thank you again. Have a great rest of your day.